What's going on, everybody? My name is Everett Collins, and the mechanic I'm going to introduce for my driver presentation is a clone tile. This is the first level, which introduces my mechanic, which is just a moving tile. So we're going to go on to the next stage so we can see the new mechanic. Cool. So here's the new mechanic. This mechanic is the clone tile, which was originally designed by Leonard Sharpe. Basically what happens is when you step on the tile over here, the tile right in front of the player pawn right now, once you step on that tile, it makes a clone of the player pawn and sets it to a destination on the map. So, as you see there, it clones the player pawn and changes the color so you know which is the difference. And also, the pawn moves in the opposite direction as the clone moves in the opposite direction as the player pawn. So we're going to go ahead and complete this level here. Yeah, sometimes I get mixed up too. And this is the combination of the driver mechanic and the navigation mechanic. So as we're going to go through here, you can't access the new area. So we're going to go ahead and get our clone. Maybe he can help us out. If I press the right buttons, maybe I can get there a little bit faster. We're going to interact there. And as you can see, there we go. We can get our clone across now. And we're going to go up here. I'm going to get that other one because we need that one to get to the win state. Alright. Oh, and oh yeah, gotta hit that one again. There we go. And now we can go across to the end and hit the salsa. Cool. And then it just restarts back to the beginning. So that's my new driver mechanic. And now I'm just going to show you how it operates. So we're just going to go to what we have here is called a clone tile. As you can see in our viewport here, this is our clone tile. It has a star here and then a little platform. So basically this is how it works. I recorded this a couple times. So basically once you enter the tile, we're going to check to see if you have been cloned yet, and that is false. So we're going to run a sound, and we're going to get is touching to true, so we know that we are on the pad. And we have a camera flash, which is just a square in our world, which we're going to move in front of our camera for a short time, and the color is white. So it gives you that little flash effect. And then we're going to set the tile, the plane portion of our tile, to a ground mesh material. And then we're going to set the star that is on the plane to false. We're going to set that visibility to false. And then from there, we're going to get player pawn. And then from our player pawn, we're going to get the current direction. And from the current direction, we're going to get our opposite direction and basically our rotation. So from the opposite direction, we're going to set the clone spawn direction as the opposite direction and the rotation. And then what I changed from Leonard Sharpe's original design was when you spawn the clone, it appeared on the previous tile, but I wanted to make it so that you can set the destination where the clone is actually spawned from. So basically from your tile map, you're going to get the target, the clone spawn tile, and then we're going to set that, which is an instance editable variable. And in our tile blueprint, we also have a set clone spawn tile like you do have for the set player spawn tile at the beginning of the game. So from there, we get the actor's location from that spawn tile. And then we're going to get in our world, we already have our clone in the world, it's just not on map. So we're going to get our clone that's in the world, and then we're going to set the actor's location and rotation to what we have already set. So our spawn direction, that's our rotation, and then we get our actor's location from our spawn point on the map, and we're gonna set that in world, and then basically from here we initialize all our variables on the player. So we're gonna get our current tile, which is the clone spawn tile, and then our current direction is our spawn direction, which we just set, and then the current player, which is also going to be run at the same time as our regular player pawn. We're going to set that as our clone spawn tile again, and then we're going to have that object be a player, so it can interact with things. And then we're going to have our has clone set to true, so this can only be run once, just to make double sure that that's run only one time. We're going to delay for a second, or a tenth of a second, and then we're going to move our camera flash away from our camera. So that's why you get that little white flash before the clone is spawned. And that is basically it. The only thing I did change was just basically where the clone can be set. And that was in our tile group here. And it's basically the same thing as our set as spawn tile, and we have a set as clone spawn tile. So you just get a tile in the world and then set clone spawn tile from our tile map. Cool. And that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed the presentation, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.